man? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, boss?
All good, all good. How are you? Sorry,
I'm
that took a little longer than normal. Floyd
yeah, yeah. No,
Senior.
I was watching. It was pretty. It was pretty. It was actually pretty entertaining.
So you heard him, right? They were surprised. He's
I
like,
heard.
he went 10 with Brian Norman Jr. I'm like, yeah, he went 10. That dude was tough, man. I knew.
Wait,
I
wait. No, I didn't hear that. Who you talking about? I was just listening to you in Schofield. Who you talking about?
Didn't you guys go 10 with what is it like Paulino or something? Let me look it
No.
up. Let me look it up.
Oh, you mean a fight, a
The
real
dude
fight?
that the dude that JoJo just fought.
Oh, Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. B had a hurt hand. That was right before he had hand surgery at that time.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I seen him go 10 with B, so I'm like
Right.
or 8, so I'm like, this is a durable kid and I figured that
Oh, absolutely.
JoJo would be in a tough fight and the Schofields did not. They thought JoJo would walk through him and that didn't happen. But
Right. Absolutely.
thank you for joining us. Obviously, we had Michael Fox on the show, and you watched the episode. He wasn't disrespectful in any way,
No.
um,
No.
but he certainly wants that fight, right? I mean, he hasn't fought since
Yeah.
2022, so
Right.
we can't not come trying to get the fight. But
Absolutely.
watching the sparring, it is a difficult style. Like that motherfucker tall, man. Is BoxRec telling the truth? How tall is B?
B 5'8".
Damn, it do say 5'8". I thought maybe it was like he looked short. Even some of the sparring you sent me in Mustafa gym with the kid with the what do you have? Red gloves.
Right.
He did a lot of good inside fighting, holding B arm. Like, man,
So
he looks short, man. I don't know. I don't know.
nah,
That's a difficult
B
style
five
too.
eight. But I'm glad you. I was gonna ask you, did you get a chance to take a look at? I just told you glimpses. I didn't want you to have glimpses. So what I always it's so many ways. Let me see. Let's go to Michael Fox first. First of all, him as a person, man, I think his father did a wonderful job about him as a person, as a kid, coming up or whatever. I do understand the position that he in right now. Like you said, he haven't fought since 2022. I honestly, when you said his name, I did not know where that was going. You remember after the other fight, you brought up his name? I didn't know who he was.
Sure.
I had no clue.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I had
didn't?
no, I didn't know who he was. I had no clue who he was. But then you said Southpaw, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So when you said Southpaw, that's what made me say, oh, no, 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 I need to look clean. Remember?
Yep.
So man, it was a whole big old thing, and he went back and remixed some shit they talking about. I turned into a DJ, and it was just all fucking crazy, man. I didn't know what was going on, right? So of course, I'm very passionate about my son and about what he's capable of doing and everything else. So I
And
like to get
see,
straight now.
I think that's a normal because we just had Senior on. I think the fathers are just, it's your son, man. It's
Absolutely.
just your
I heard him.
son.
I heard him. I heard him. Yeah, that was very amusing. That was very entertaining. That interview was very entertaining. But yes, absolutely. That's just how we feel about our sons. And we know more than anybody. And I think that's what, I was reading the comments and how they giving, the pops was tripping on some of it. He was tripping on some of it, but as a whole, look, you got to think about, this is his seed. This is somebody he raised and bred. He's seen everything. He's seen the ins and outs. He's seen them in there with these world champions he might have sparred and everything else. So he knows what he's capable of doing if he can reach his full potential. So that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't hold nothing against all the stuff he was talking. Like I said, he was talking crazy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't hold that against him, but that's why us fathers are like that, because we see everything and we know what these kids are capable of doing. We just need them to do it at the right time and get the right opposition, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So now back to Michael Fox real quick. So I heard what he said. That's why I called you when I hit you, and I was like, when you sent me the video and I listened to it immediately. First of all, you watched the sparring. That's not nothing. Two things. That's not nothing I would want to be on TV. That's not nothing I would want to see on TV. That's not nothing I will fucking pay to see on TV. Now, number two, behind that, you saw B. I look at the fighter himself. you saw B in the other sparring sessions I showed you. It wasn't the same person. And it's not because Michael Fox was doing stuff to hinder him or stop him. He wasn't, he wasn't giving him these slick ass shots or nothing. It was, I mean, he was basic and awkward. You know what I'm saying? He's good for what he does. He's a tall 6'4" southpaw boxer that knows how to box and knows how to move. So it's just an awkward position. So I'm looking at B from a standpoint of, bro, you're not doing what the fuck you need to be doing. You're not moving. You're not throwing combinations. You're not in and out. You know what I'm saying? You're not using your feet, which you saw him doing on some of what I showed you, correct?
Yep, yep.
You saw him. But when you look at the Michael Fox video, him not doing that, I'm going to be disappointed regardless. I'm going to be disappointed because if you don't, I don't care how good you do. If you're not doing what I know you're capable of doing and what you need to do, especially with this tall fighter, then I'm disappointed regardless. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On the Michael Fox end, that's definitely not something that his performance is definitely not nothing to brag about. Of course, my son's is nothing to brag about. That's why in the end, I was like, I mean, it was good work because that's just the most respectable thing to say. It's good work. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, I saw the video. He was like, he felt like he got the best of him. I mean, if you want to see the last few rounds or whatever else after the situation, what I'm sure you saw happen. But other than that, bro, I didn't see nothing. There was no there. You know what I mean? There was no there. There was nothing. It was uneventful for me to say that I would need to see this and I would like to see this or whatever the case may be. Because if I can get him, which I know I can get my son to turn up like he turns up, he'll beat him easily. And I don't have
Yeah,
a question about that.
that would be like if you could get him to fight the way you had him sparring in Boots Gym,
Yes.
where
Then he
you're yelling
yeah,
like, show him what a 10-8 round is, show him what a 10.
all of
So
that.
if you could get him to fight Mykal like that, then it's worth putting on TV. But
Absolutely.
if you
There's not.
cannot, it will make y'all look bad.
Exactly. So you know, man, and as you see, he's sometimes you see he when you seen him in that gym, he was listening to me. He was doing what I said do. We was on the same playing note. But he a kid. He going to his own way, and just like the last fight with Quentin Roundle, we have our disconnections sometimes. And I guess that's part of the game, and it's part of something that happens. And with me and Michael, with him and Michael Fox, we was disconnected. You can hear me screaming everything. He didn't do anything I said do. He didn't do
But
nothing I said do.
but Fox did say that he felt he didn't smother himself the way that he
He
did
did.
in the Quentin Randall
No,
fight. So
he did
obviously
not.
there were some improvements.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been working on that big time. We've been working on that heavily. We've been working on that heavily. So I'm so glad. Again, he didn't get beat up by Fox by nobody fucking measure. He didn't get beat up by Fox at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I would ask you publicly, do you think Fox beat him up?
No, no, it's like you said, it was good work.
Right. So, and I'm just saying it because I hate when people put narratives out there where you got to wonder, oh man, then the word get out and
I
people start
think
saying shit like
because again, it wasn't. I got Fox on because someone sent me a fucking 8-second clip, and I'm like, man, what?
bullshit. Right.
I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with an 8-second clip? You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's why I sent you the whole thing because the only two people that was in there recording. And again, let me put this out there first of all. This ain't no shots at nobody. Ain't no beef. Ain't no, we pulled up. We pulled up because we about that work. We want to be the best. We want to spar the best, fight the best. I'm glad these new guys are coming up with this attitude or whatever. That's what we want. We're not looking to duck anybody. We're not looking for any of that. So, if it's not a smart decision to fight a guy that has the 4 losses and hasn't fought in 2 years, it's a step backwards. And that was the whole thing I was trying to explain to Michael Fox, which was told to me because, of course, the Quentin Randall fight was actually made on social media. That's how that fight got made in the first place. So the Michael Fox, they told me after the Quentin Randall fight, don't do that shit no more. That's what they told me exactly. Don't do that shit no more. So I was like, you know what? This is a business. I understand it. I'm gonna put my emotions to the side because I'm about to work with anybody. Anybody say anything or whatever else, and you in the weight class, close to the weight class, around the weight class, shit, let's get that work. I don't care if you fucking go live. I don't care if you record. I don't care if you send it out. I don't like when people send, like you just said, 8-second clips and shit. When you do the 8-second clip shit, that's that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So when I got a message from you earlier, I knew that something had gotten out there, and then I knew somebody else actually said something to me too. They was like, "Yeah, I heard it was pretty rough or some shit." They said, and I was like, "It wasn't nobody in there but me. It was me, B, his father, his brother. No, his brother came in after. His brother didn't even see it. His father, him, and another fighter. Those are the only ones that was in there. So the only two with cameras was me and his daddy. So if the footage got out, whether it's 8 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever they trying to do, then there was some bullshit that was put out by them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, I'm a person that's about transparency. Transparency, like put the whole damn thing out. Don't put fucking 8 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I sent you the whole thing, right? Start
Multiple. You sent
multiple.
me the
Start
whole thing.
I'm gonna send you the whole thing, start to finish, so you can look for yourself, gauge for yourself, see what's going on. You can see the energy that B had.
Nah,
So it's all
you
set.
didn't only send me that though. Let's be clear. You didn't only send me the file. You sent me like a few Google Drives of
Mm,
multiple different spawns.
let all that, because I wanted you to see something. Let that ride. Don't say nothing about all that. But I was doing that to let you see what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the fighter that I have. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking for the fighter that I know I have. I'm looking for the fighter. I'm looking for the fighter that I train. I'm looking for the person that when I speak, he reacts to what we say, and we a team, and we connected in that sense. And that's what I was looking for in Quentin Roundle's fight. And if I had that in Quentin Roundle fight, shit, he could have watched him too. But it just it didn't work that way. Like I said, he's young. You know what I'm saying? He's still it's still an experience, and it's all good. But again, just like with the father son dynamics, we know everything. We know everything about our sons. We see it. We see it day in, day out. Y'all only see, the public only sees, fucking 24 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever of that person, 2, 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? We see it like all the time. But again, no disrespect to Fox or whatever the case may be, but no, the sparring session didn't go typically in his favor. If you want to call that a bar, I don't even call that a bar I want to see. You know what I mean? I told him in the DMs, he did not lie about one thing about the way it happened. He was telling me I was in his DMs. It got a little ugly for a minute, and I just had to let him know, nah, bro, it ain't like that. I don't want no smoke like that. I'm just about, what I'm saying? You say you want that work, and I'm about trying to make that work happen. And I tried to make the work happen. I brought his name up to be manager and so on and so on. It was like, that doesn't make sense. He's a step backwards. You know what I'm saying? For what we're trying to do, it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? And even with the sparring session, what it had, I'm looking at it like, even if B was the person like you saw in the other clips, even if he was that person, he beat Mykal Fox, what did he really achieve? And again, that's no disrespect to Fox, because I think he beat Maestro. I think it's a good fighter in his own right for what he does. But I don't think it's a super fight that needs to be fucking. We want to step up. We just want to step up. We want to step as far high as we can go. So if I can tell them take 2 steps in one, then that's what we want to do. I don't want to just step one step at a time. And I just don't think that Mykal Fox at that time would be a step up. So when they told me that, then I couldn't do nothing but agree. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, nothing but respect to him, his father, and what he's trying to do. And I think that he's a dangerous opponent for anybody. Not dangerous as far get you knocked out, but I think he's a dangerous opponent for making you look bad. But I think on his way, it would kind of be hard. What's that guy named Marquise?
Marquise Taylor?
Something. Yeah,
Yeah, the
get
one that.
robbed.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. He's the one that beat Yoelvis Gomez, sent him into retirement. We haven't heard from Gomez since.
And then he fought somebody else and got robbed. Did not get robbed last time?
Before that, he got robbed. I want to say to Paul Crow, right? He should have got the win
So
over Paul Crow.
exactly. So when I think of Mykal Fox, I think of somebody like that. It's a good fighter, good solid fighter. He can beat these guys, but he's not to a major promotion, and it's not going to be enough where they're going to give him a fair shot. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to give him a fair shot. So it's
Totally.
like, and it's not, yeah. It's just not a good. He in the hard. He in between a rock and hard place. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, good solid fighter. Yes, he can beat some of these guys, whatever the case may be, but even if you put that fight what you saw on TV, I would want to see it. You know what I'm saying? If the only way out, and if that was his best, if that was Michael Fox's best, which I don't know if it was, it looked like he had high energy and he thought it was really working. You know what I'm saying? And you see my boy when he really working. You seen the contrast between the two. So if you know what I'm saying, if you take my boy and put it that way, then I don't think it's gonna go his way anyway. So you take it as the flat ass B that was in the ring with him, or you take the other B, which I showed you, and either way it go, I don't think it's going to work out well for him because even that flat ass B gave him, you know, enough work to to get a win out, especially if it's on his promotion. If it's on his promotion, on his
Okay.
promotion on Top Rank or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to go out there. I mean, here he beat Maestro, and look what happened to him. He beat that man.
Yeah.
I watched that fight. He sent me that fight. That's my first time ever seeing him fight was Maestro. He sent me when I was in his DMs. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I never seen you fight. So he sent me the clip of him fighting Maestro. Like, damn, boy, pretty solid, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to spar him too. So I'm like, well, shit, that's a different look, that's a different angle. Let's go get that work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't we ain't trying to duck shit. We ain't trying to run from shit. We just want to work, man. We just want the best work and try to get as many looks as we can get and that's it. Just like I
Now,
said, just climb the
now,
ladder,
how
man.
does that work though? Because you're training for an orthodox fighter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, that was personal. That was personal because of what he did. It was personal because of what he did. It was meant to be a pit stop. We went up there to spar Jaleel Hackett. We needed to spar Jaleel Hackett because who we fighting, the Nelson Boca Chica.
Yeah, yeah, Boca Chica.
All right, so Boca Chica like to fight, right?
Yep.
But Boca Chica ain't got nothing when it comes to the pressure of Jaleel Hackett. So we was like, I don't make no secret out of this. Jaleel Hackett and Boost Ennis are probably, and he's been in there with a lot of people. They're probably the most telling best work in their own rights that he's ever had. With Jaleel, it was Jaleel first. With Jaleel, it was because of he's like a fucking workhorse, and like you just whew, you better work. You know what I'm saying? He coming to work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not more of a skill set type thing, but it's just your ass better be ready to work. He's a workhorse. You know what I'm saying? So you better be ready. You better be in shape. You know what I'm saying? When you in there with Jaleel Hackett. With Boots, it was more of a skillful type thing. You know what I mean? So we took both of those and when we went there, Jaleel helped us because it made us take it to another level of training. So now, like my boy out trained any fucking body. I know he told you about how far he run and everything else. Like he goes, bro. He really does work. He works really hard. So he out trained and that was thanks to Jaleel and it was thanks to Boots because like he was running with Boots and he seen how Boots run and he seen that it was just a different level. So B made it a point to take it even higher than what even where Boots was running and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that was on purpose, but I know that's what he did. I know that's what he did after coming back from being up there with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what they're doing and you see how they're working and you see where they at with it. So you're like, okay, well, shit, I can only do good if I do more. So and that's what he's been doing. So again, we went up there with Jaleel Hackett. We just did Michael Fox as a pit stop because he was literally around the fucking corner. So I was like, we're just like out two birds with one stone. We'll go spar Fox Monday, and then we'll go spar Jaleel the rest of the week. But we had a situation Monday, and we just had to leave Tuesday. We left Wednesday, so we didn't get to spar with Jaleel. But we good. We ready to go.
So this is gonna be your son's second 10 rounder. And
Yes,
this
sir.
guy has gone the distance in his last 4 fights. Have gone the
Yes, sir.
distance, so he's proven to be durable. He's fought some good opposition too. Um, Obviously, because your son, when he got signed to Top Rank, he got signed with all these knockouts. So the question is always going to be, you
Right.
know, is he expecting a knockout? Is he looking for a knockout? We're still trying to wait to see is that power real, so to speak.
The power is definitely real. I don't think anybody would tell you the power isn't real. I don't think anybody he's been in the ring with would tell you the power isn't real. He just got to put it in the right place at the right time, and he got to press it. Um, pressure. Pressure busts pipes, and I think he has a tendency, like either it's like you said about either with the smothering, it's too close. Either way it go, you're relieving pressure because you're not putting real pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll get him out of there. I got a plan. As long as we're on the same page, he'll get him out of there. I think he would have got damn Quentin out of there if he would have listened to what I said, and that's where you got figure it out from. And just by the way, that's my new name, Mr. Figure It Out. So
So
I'm gonna
what?
take that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say, what do you think it is that causes you guys not to be on the same page? Because obviously you've been training him his whole career.
Man, it started when he was about 20. He in and out sometime. I don't know. I don't know. I asked him, and his answer is what I just said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I will say I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we man, I can show you. I can show you videos, man. I call some man, he'll do that shit and he be on. You know what I'm saying? He'll do this and he be on. Because of course, the eyes outside the ring is all you fucking need. So, because
Hmm.
we know the talent, we know what you're capable of doing, we know how fast you are, we know what you can get off. So if I call the shot, whether you see it or not, he throw the shot and boom, boom, it's there. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did wonderful as far as listening to me after, as far as in the gym, listening to me after Quentin Round the fight. We didn't have no issues sparring. We had no issues anywhere. We didn't run into that issue until Michael Fox. And from the start, he didn't listen to me. From the start, he didn't do what I said. So I was like, damn, bro, how the fuck we get back here? You know what I'm
So
saying?
do you think it's a thing that when he and the fighter have a personal back and forth that it blocks you out because he's on vengeance or damaging or hurting
He
the
wasn't.
guy
He
he's in
didn't. He
front
didn't
of?
have no. He had no vengeance with Michael Fox. Whether he had never spoke with Michael Fox, he had no problem with Michael Fox. None.
Mm.
You didn't see that? He wasn't worried. He
I mean,
wasn't.
I don't know if he heard what Michael might have said or
Nah, he wasn't. Well, I'm,
knew
I'm
what was
telling you,
going
he
on
never.
with you.
That was all me. That had nothing to do with him. He didn't care one way or the
Mm.
other. He did not care. He didn't care one way or the other. He just I told him, I said, B, I need you to do this. This matter of fact, this is when I first seen the clip of him doing it. Before I looked at Michael Fox, before I even reached out to Michael Fox, I reached out to B. I said, B, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to kick this dude ass. He was like, who? I said, Michael Fox. He was like, all right. That's how it went. He don't care. He just, he there to work, man. He there to fight, and I like that and respect that. Like I was listening to Floyd when I respect that about the new generation coming up as opposed to these that last one with these old heads with this bullshit about protecting their O's and ducking and choosing and picking and fight. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a dangerous situation and they make it about business and everything else, but I love that to hear that these fighters coming up because I know we the same way. We don't care about who we fight. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about that. So I'm glad the next generation seems to not be looking to duck motherfuckers and cherry pick and everything else. I don't know what that's about, man. We about trying to get to the best, man. We about trying to achieve greatness. Of course, he ain't but 23 years old, just turned 23. He got a lot of time in the game. He got a lot of time to go. Hopefully, God willing, or whatever the case may be. So we're just trying to get as best we can and try to make a dent and make a legacy for itself. That's it.
Well, it's definitely a statement if you could get a stoppage over Boca Chica
I agree.
because he's been in with decent names that weren't able to stop him. I mean, Alberto Palmeda, we know he's a good fighter and he
Roman
could not
Hill.
stop him. Roman Villa, another good fighter. Sanard Bunch, another good fighter that we're not able to get stoppages. So certainly it would send a message, but even 10 rounds with this kid outboxing him would show your son's medal, man. We do want to thank you for coming on. If you got anything else you want to, put out there before we end it, please do. If not, give out B's social media and I guess your own if you are into that.
Yeah, let me say this because I was reading the comments about dads and shit like that or whatever. Y'all, if unless you got a kid that you molded and spent the time that we spend with our kids, you wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? I don't think these people understand the time and the energy and the sacrifices that we make for our kids. That's why we think so highly of them. And then when they achieve what we set out to achieve, set out for them to achieve, you know what I'm saying? It's all in love. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, perfect.
All right. I said it's all in love. You know what I mean? It's not. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody trying to. Like seen one guy talking about Floyd Schofield worried about the money. Man, that's not what it's about, bro. It's not. It's not about that, man. We just trying to see our kids do great, man, and it makes us great by helping them do great. That's all we trying to do, man. But my son's social media is official B. Norman. I'm not sure what his Twitter is, but Brian Norman Jr. is his name or whatever, man. Check him out March 2nd, ESPN Plus, Janelson Boca Chica. We coming. We would love to get Santillion. We would love to get Rocha. We would love to get anybody that Golden Boy or Top Rank has to offer. And, I don't want to look
Wait,
past
wait.
Boca
Why
Chica.
Golden Boy? Why Golden Boy is allowed
You
to
didn't hear
be
what I
truth?
said first? You didn't hear what I said first? I said Golden Boy first, and then I said Top Rank. I said Golden Boy because Top Rank only has we already
Still,
look.
yeah,
Top Rank
y'all only
only
got Stantillion.
they only got Santillion, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I was like, well, damn. So we're trying to look at damn, what do they do? And I know they do good business with I know
Golden
they
Boy.
good. They quick to do business with Golden Boy. So I'm like,
Wow, so
damn.
you
I like
ready for
Roach.
Rocha? You think he ready for Rocha?
Absolutely,
I like
absolutely. I
that
would love
fight.
that Rocha fight. I would love that fight. I would love the Rocha fight. So yeah, somebody
And
like
you don't
Rocha
think, I
because
mean, we
Rocha
talked about this before. You don't think the Blair to Flair fight should be first? That's a guy Rocha beat. And he's a
for me.
puncher.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I wasn't even fucking Blair don't even count. Blair is like on the level of I mean, Blair is. Didn't he lose? What's his
He
record now?
he
Didn't he
lost.
lose?
He only lost that one time to Rocha, but he beat Maurice Hooker, and then he got released from Golden Boy. I'm just saying, Rocha. That's
Is
another
he
big
active?
step.
Is he active?
Not Blair, not Blair, not Blair. He got like 2 years off.
Yeah.
He I talked to him the other day. He talking about he's still trying to get a team together. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I ain't got time for that. I like Roach fight though.
I hear you.
I mean, nobody got time for that. You want something. You want somebody active. You want somebody that's that people know. You want a notable name that people know. That Blair is a name that people know
So
or whatever.
Rocha's
But
been
then
has Rocha been is that something y'all
you,
talked about or is that something you
No,
just
no,
throwing
no,
out
no.
there?
That's me and my son.
Okay.
Me and my son talked about Rocha. We talked about Santillion. Of course, he wants Santillion ASAP, but we didn't even we know Golden Boy not even going. We ain't, not Golden Boy. We know Top Rank not going to do that. So it don't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
he in line for a title. They want him to bring
absolutely,
that vacant
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
home.
We gonna
But that
we
sets
know
you guys up perfectly. Once he bring that vacant home, you guys got a hometown WBO fight.
absolutely. So I mean, we looking at it like we just gonna play our part, man, and wherever get in where we fit in. We gonna beat whoever they put in front of us. If they offer it to us, and whichever one is the highest or has the highest reward. I don't care about the risk right now because I think he's ready for it. But whoever has the highest reward, I mean, I think we're ready for it. Period. That's it.
All right, Coach, well, man, we appreciate you. Thank you as always for
All right, I
pulling up.
appreciate you too, man.
All
Okay,
right,
man. I'll see you, man. All
all
right.
right.
All right.
There you have it, Coach Brian Norman Sr.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.